Hello, Betty Crosby here. Uh, the last time I posted, I was worried about our southern border, but it's been settled, this worry, because Trudeau has said no, we'll keep it closed down for another month, and I think that's a good thing. But we have other worries that are connected with what I call American aggressiveness of the government and of quite a few of the people. But most Americans are like Canadians, just trying to get through a very bad time and without hurting anybody or being hurt themselves. That's a different thing from the Trump administration. The Trump administration is greedy for other countries' resources. And Canada's sitting right there. There's just, a little border there that doesn't amount to anything really, particularly when concerning Canada's waters. For instance, Canada's Northwest Passage. Canada considers the Northwest Passage and claims it so internationally. It's made these claims that the Northwest Passage belongs to Canada, and Canada has jurisdiction over these waters. There is another passage, Northeast Passage, that Russia claims because these waters are within Russia's internal waters. So we have these two passages here, the Northwest Passage and then the Northeast Passage. They've changed the name of the Northeast Passage. It's some kind of North Sea route, I think, they have changed it to, or something similar. But the U.S. has long had its eye on these waters. When the ice melts, and they are melting, the ices are melting in these passages, then it leaves a way for ships to go through without fear of the ice and of being locked in or being, it just makes it much easier. And now there are the icebreakers. So things are looking good for the sea travel through these passages. Well, back in 1967 was it was the last time that the U.S. tried to come through these passages without asking anybody, because they want them to be declared international, never mind that they're part of Canada or part of Russia. They're waters, so the Trump administration is very anxious to have them declared international waters. So what they're planning to do, they've announced that they're thinking seriously about this, is this summer, just sending some Navy ships through there without asking anybody. They don't have to ask anybody. They're an exceptional country and the most powerful country that ever existed. And then, but the last time, it's true that Canada just simply sent out a Coast Guard, Canadian Coast Guard vessel to sort of escort the U.S. Icebreakers through the waters. But when they got to Russia's waters, the Northeast Passage, Russia turned them back. They sent out boats. Nope. And if you try this again, our Russian Navy is just going to open fire on American boats who try this. So, but now Trump has said, oh no, we're going to go through those waters because those waters now, they're a passage that cut off miles and miles and miles and miles and time takes to get from east to west instead of going around these other routes. It's a very, very easy pass through. Not easy, and it still takes a lot of time, but nevertheless, it's closer than having to go all the way around. So here we go. We'll see what happens this summer. Now, it's true that maybe I'm hypersensitive to American intentions because I'm American myself. I've been born in, spent half my life in the U.S., and I know how different governments, I've paid attention to governments all my life practically to see what they say and what they do, because it's just interesting to watch what happens with governments. I'm getting more and more relaxed about Trudeau. I think it's going to be all right with him. At least we'll see. He's doing his best, and so I think it'll be okay. If we could just keep the Americans out of our resources until we can figure out how to use them, Canada will do wonderfully in the new economy if we can keep our waters free of American claims. If we can watch how they approach Canadian resources, it would be a good thing if we could do that. Okay, thank you. Next time. Bye.